So what will you learn on your MBA? Well, every MBA is divided into core courses, and then you get a menu of elective courses. So the core courses, what we're really teaching you there is the fundamental building blocks. And some of these have been around for a lot of time, but there are some new ones as well. And in terms of the electives, this is, if you like, a buffet where you can really choose the electives you want. You might want to do a wide range of different types of electives. You might want to really concentrate in one particular field. If you know that's where you want to go, you might choose ones that are more easy and familiar, the home game, if you like, or you might choose more of the away game and do things that can be more outside of your comfort zone. But the key thing about any academic institution is research. And what we're teaching you on an MBA is theories, frameworks, knowledge that really is evidence-based. And when I say evidence-based, there is this point there about trying to understand truth, about the nature of organizations, the nature of leadership. So everything we do teach you really will have that academic underpinning below it. So if that's the two elements of it, the core courses and then this menu of elective courses, what really is the core here that you'll be learning? Well, the curriculum will always include two, you might call them loosely defined categories here, the harder courses and then what are sometimes called the softer courses, although as somebody who teaches the softer courses, I would maybe rephrase that as the more complex courses, but the hard ones, it's the classic things like finance, accounting, economics, so macroeconomics and microeconomics as well. But on the softer courses, there are things like leadership and people management, strategy, and marketing also might come into that category. But in terms of how the curriculum has changed, there really has been an emphasis in recent years on much more on a few areas. Clearly, data analytics in a world of big data is crucially important in almost any field. Ethics is something we teach, and really getting students to think about what it means to be ethical is an important question. Then there's the whole issue, perhaps for me, one of the most exciting growth areas on the MBA, which is about what it means to be an entrepreneur. Now, when I did my MBA a few decades ago now, there was some focus on this, but now so many students are really keen to set up their own venture that this is a very important focus on almost every MBA. The other area where we do increasingly see a focus on the MBA programs is around international experiences and international projects. And often these will mean traveling to other cities, other regions, other countries, and really understanding what's really going on in that world, in that political environment, that economic climate, meeting business leaders, meeting key influencers there to really understand what the lessons are that we can learn from that environment to help us really reflect on the lessons for us in whatever environment you are in or you will find yourself in the future. So getting that more international perspective is a very exciting part of it. And I've led field trips of groups to India, to South Africa, and more recently to Peru and to Mexico as well. So there's an incredible opportunity there to really get a much more international perspective. There's a crucial point in terms of what you'll learn, because what I've talked about so far is the classroom experience. But you will learn just as much from your fellow students as you will from faculty. This is both in the classroom, where you'll be doing study group exercises, breakout sessions, in-class discussions with each other, but also from guest speakers as well. And it's the conversations outside of the classroom, in social sessions where you're really chatting to your fellow students, that you really will explore a lot of reflections on the classes, their experiences from their careers as well. The other thing I'd say about what you'll learn from the MBA is that an MBA isn't simply data transfer. It's not about some USB cable where we're trying to transfer theories and knowledge from academic research into our students. Because increasingly, what we're trying to do in the classroom is get you to do exercises and simulations to make it a much more experiential process. And so whether you're doing classes on negotiating and bargaining, we're getting real-time feedback on how you did in the negotiations, doing computer-based simulations or feedback exercises, for example. An MBA is increasingly an experiential process. So these are the things you'll really learn on your MBA. and really does divide into these core elements that, based on our understanding, you need, if you're going to be effective in a wide range of situations, you really need to have that core experience, as well as this menu where you can choose the home games or the away games.